Good evening, good morning, uh, happy Wednesday or Thursday morning if you're over here. Today we are going to learn about a really helpful approach to content creation if you're just getting started, as I am still, and learning from Jade Beason. Today is business day. Hello, I'm Beth Reeves, content creator, care manager, currently living in China, talking about different things each day. And today is the theme of business. So yes, I found this video by Jade Beason. She does such an incredible job. She's so inspiring and she just lays it out really nicely. And so I thought we'll just take a look at, you know, just the beginning of it. It's a 24-minute video. The whole thing is available on YouTube, and I'll put the link below. But I thought this is a great place to start. So um, I will just pull it up, pull it back here. Zoop. If I can do this. Yeah. Here we go. Okay. So so this is broken down into, I think it's 6 weeks or 12 weeks. And again, we're not going to do the whole thing, but I just really liked her approach. And for me, again, this channel has been very much just trying to get over my shyness a little bit and just make videos and put them out there and explore different topics and different approaches a little bit. Um, but this really gives a nice framework. So I think I will try, as I'm going along, I do want to try to do more long form content. I want to do things that are more polished. They're not just all rough with me and my pigtails every day. I do want to have more formal production. So this is giving me ways to think about how I would want to approach it. So the first goal here is we want to pick our lane, but keep it loose. And so we want to have enough clarity to start, but not a whole identity crisis. And this is just what we're going to talk about for a few months, so not forever. So I'll just play a little bit so you can hear her voice because she's such a good communicator.
Your audience, because your audience is actually more important than your topic, right? So in order for you to figure out who your audience is, I want you to use this template. I'm making content for people who want but struggle with the pauses were for you to fill in. For example, I'm making content for people who want to eat healthy but struggle with finding time in their day to cook. I'm making content for people who want to become a creator but don't understand the strategies in order to earn an income. I could literally do this forever.
Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. And again, we've seen these before, but again, it's just helpful. I am making content for the next few months. I'm going to make content for blank, for people that are struggling with blank. And I would be interested to know, for any of you who have been watching me go along with this over the last couple of months. I'm on episode 55 here today. Which ones have you found to be most interesting or useful? So if you are that person that I'm helping, and what are you struggling with? What are the topics that have been, most interesting for you? That would be interesting to hear. Okay, so now I'm just going to scoot it forward a little bit. Okay, yeah, so this is about picking the platform. I loved this too. I'm going to scoot forward a little bit more here. This is where I want to share. So she talks about these different platforms. I'm just going to sure you can see this. Yep, cool. And she ranks them by the frequency that you would want to post on that platform, and then the difficulty of building your presence and audience on that platform. So I just thought this was not something I'd seen before. And so she goes through these 5.
This is a breakdown of some of the core platforms that people tend to focus on as content creators, in addition to all the information you need about each platform to make an informed decision as to which one is going to be your home base. Let's start with Instagram. To really thrive on Instagram this year, you want to be posting between 5 to 7 times per week, and you want to be active on your stories between 3 to 5 days per week too. Now, frequency is an important thing to keep in mind when you're picking your platform, because some of these platforms lean more into quantity than quality. So consider a realistic posting frequency for your lifestyle. The difficulty rating for Instagram is 5 out of 5. Instagram is a tough platform to grow on when you're brand new. Starting a fresh Instagram account, it's really difficult. It's also difficult to revive an old account as well. That's why it gets 5 stars out of 5, because it is a tricky platform. Not impossible to grow, but just hard. And that's exactly what I refer to in the considerations. It can be hard to grow on Instagram and also tricky to navigate all of the changes to the algorithm and the platform as a whole. YouTube also gets a 5 out of 5 difficulty rating, despite the posting frequency being a lot less. The reason why is because YouTube content requires a lot of time, effort, planning, kit, the whole lot. If you want to learn more about how to get started on YouTube from scratch, I will link to a video up here. It is worth noting that with YouTube, even though it requires a lot of effort and it's difficult, in my opinion, it's also the most rewarding. It's where you get the deepest community, and it also gives you some of the best opportunities to monetize and make money, which we will come on to later. TikTok is a 3 out of 5. You want to be posting between 1 to 5 times per day, which is a lot, but the content could be a lot more raw and rough around the edges. The algorithm.
So I won't, again, play all of this, but again, I'll just say in quick summary, LinkedIn, as you can see, has only 3 stars. So she said, if you have content that you feel would be appropriate for LinkedIn, she does recommend, she thinks that's a good platform to work with. And then she also does like Pinterest. I know a friend of mine who would appreciate that. And, but I noticed like 1 to 5 times a day on Pinterest. That sounds like a lot to me. I know we can have tools that help, but, anyway, so that was, again, you can watch the whole thing later. I'll like scoop through here just so that we can get through this first. I want to get to the weeks 2 and 3 at least. So hold on one second. Okay, so you pick your main platform, pick your secondary platforms, and the secondary platforms are like where you could repurpose your content. So, and you can think about that, because how you want to repurpose your content might influence how you do your stuff on your main platform. And then, okay, so weeks 2 and 3. So weeks 2 and
different, but let me give you some examples. You might want to create some talking head videos, one of my personal favorites, or maybe a voiceover and B-roll video like this, or maybe a photo carousel like this, or maybe an annotated photo carousel like this, or maybe it's an opinion story time style video. Whatever formats you gravitate towards when you're scrolling on social media, those are the ones I want you to try. Speaking of which, I want you to be saving content aggressively during these 2 weeks. That means keeping folders where you save examples of content where you love the hooks or the editing or the pacing or the style. Create individual folders for each of those if you really want to take it to the next level. This is a great place for you to get inspiration later. The most important thing here is that you want to focus on quantity and actually finishing the process of filming, editing, and sharing, not on perfection or even strategy. The biggest barrier that you are going to face when it comes to your journey to becoming a creator is starting and just posting. These 2 weeks are designed to help you overcome that barrier, which is why the output for these 2 weeks is over 10 pieces of content shared to your primary platform. Yes, I said over 10, and a full inspiration library.
Oh, I wanted to pause it on that little screen there. Okay. So I know we have some text over the bottom, but again, I just think this is very good goal. It's an achievable goal and it's very focused. So in these 2 to 3 weeks, you're trying out these different formats, and you're also just aggressively saving and seeing what is inspiring you in the formats and saving them in the folders. I'd be curious where she's saving those things and what folders, how she's doing that. But because I struggle with that. Like if I'm on YouTube and I just am saving, I guess I would be saving them. I would create folders in my YouTube that I'm saving, but anyway, I haven't done that. So yeah. So then anyway, this is just the first 7 minutes of this video. The whole thing is 24. And so she's going to talk about which formats then you like. Those are the ones you're going to repeat. And then she's going to talk about monetization. Oh, she was going to talk about some tools there, and batching, and then improving stuff, and then monetization. Um, and so then let's see, we're gonna, yeah, so it's 12 weeks, I think, the whole program. Yep, analyze what's working. And then for week 11, it's gonna be fun, build creator connections. That's fun, definitely important. And then building for longevity. So anyway, just an incredible find. I feel like she's so inspiring, and um, I love meeting, especially other women who are doing this and helping us new women to learn about it. And yeah, I just wanted to kind of share, particularly since I am so new to this, that um, I'm learning along with you, and I will just kind of, yeah, share as I'm going along. Hey, Bloom, you're packing. Okay, so Bloom says, when I asked the question of like, what are the things that I've talked about so far that have been, I'm talking about this for people struggling with this, right? Bloom says she loves the health topic and the around China, and why you moved there and what it's like living there. I love seeing art there too, and nature. Cool. Yeah, I think that probably aligns um, with, well, that's a lot of the different topics, isn't it? I don't know if that's helping me narrow it down, Bloom. I'm helping people blank who are struggling with blank. I'm helping people, I don't know. I don't know. I have to think about it. But but I do think it's a really interesting exercise, and as soon as I'm getting the next this month of April and probably May, I'm still gonna have a lot of focus on the book, but I do think, in May, probably, maybe even in April, I can start, um, focusing a little bit more on the YouTube channel. I was thinking, I'm like, at this point, I shouldn't be having technical difficulties. I shouldn't not have sound. I shouldn't not, whatever. I shouldn't, I should be a little bit more. And I want to actually watch. I don't know if you did a video about StreamYard. Did you do a video about choosing StreamYard and like the platform that you're now using on YouTube? But I would be interested in that, to hear how that transition is going, and how, if you're pleased with that choice, if it's working for you. So that would be cool. And if you already did it, please let me know. Bloom's my inspiration, all for y'all. So yeah, that was it for today. I will put the link below for this amazing video. Jade Beason, thank you. Thank you, Jade, for teaching us. And yeah, good to see you all. I know I've been a little scattered. It's been hard with the schedule here for me to always get aligned to come in and do the YouTube at this time, um, but we're making it through. We're making it through, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful evening, wonderful day, and we'll see you tomorrow, which will be the topic of health. Okay, thanks so much. Bye bye.